So I've asked people to plug x equals -2 into our 4x squared minus 9x plus 3, which was this, right? You did, and you got 37 if you did it correctly. You got careless with your signs, maybe not, but okay. It's got to be 37. And I'm not going to prove this. That goes a little beyond the scope of what I can expect you to understand, although if you think about it, many of you could figure it out, but and why it has to be so. But it's got to be 37 because, not going back to the most fundamental result, but because we can easily prove, well, because dividing this by this gives a remainder of 37. Okay? So, if p of x is a polynomial, the remainder, when we divide p of x by x minus a, is just p of a. In other words, what we get when we plug a into the polynomial, which is exactly what we did up here. Okay? We divided this polynomial, that's our p of x, by x minus -2, and we got a remainder of 37, which is this polynomial evaluated at -2. It's an important idea, which I've kind of emphasized in some of the things I'm asking you to do for homework. Okay? Now, this is actually kind of useful sometimes, and especially useful sometimes if you're trying to graph a polynomial. Sometimes it's much easier to figure out what the remainder is than it is to plug in and do the evaluation, especially if you've got this thing that I don't include in the course called synthetic division. I don't want to use synthetic division because my experience is that people have enough trouble with regular division and lose track of what regular division means by doing the much simpler synthetic division.
What is synthetic division?
I'm not telling you, you can look it up. But make sure you can do division before you ever even think about looking at synthetic division. Okay? I don't want you using synthetic division if you don't understand regular division pretty well and understand how they're related. Okay? Because I'm not going to ask you to do synthetic division. I'm going to ask you to do regular division, and if you do synthetic division, you ain't getting credit. Okay? Regular division has a meaning that you only understand the meaning of synthetic division if you understand regular division. So if you're going back to meanings, synthetic division is just a little trick that you use the same numbers you got here, you just line them up a little differently. Okay? and it's doing simple arithmetic. So it's a quick way to evaluate a polynomial. What I want you to see is more about the structure of a polynomial, and synthetic division is not even relevant. Okay?